Hi guys, this is going to be a time-lapse video of the finishing of the koi exhibit pavilion. So we got the koi exhibit running, and now I need to finish the enclosure around it. We started with putting in this dock pilings. Each of them goes into about 3-4 feet in the ground. My neighbor was throwing out old marine dock pilings, so I scavenged them from the neighbor and cut them appropriately, and I had to clean off some bad spots. So that's about 13 or 12 pilings, and I'm gonna redo the roof structure over the 15,000 gallon filter. So I'll combine the roof from the over the koi exhibit with the roof over the filter, because right now what I have is are cables, 1,000-pound cables, 1, 2, 3, 7 of them I think, holding up the roof, and they're anchored to a palm tree. So that's kind of a makeshift temporary roof that I've had for about 3 or 4 years now, and now I need to put in a permanent wooden structure. So there it is, more or less in its entirety. The roof over the koi exhibit is about 60 feet long, and that's about another 25, 30, so it's about 90 feet that I need to finish off and put the tarp over it and insect screening on the outside, and then we should be close to getting to open to public at large. Alright, so again, this is going to be a time-lapse video of me doing all of that step by step. I'll just be shooting little snippets of here and there of the steps. The pond's been running okay. I'm still working on my aqua sock slash shower head, experimenting with that fabric, groundwater retention fabric. That's what it looks like after I have just vacuumed it with 4 pumps running. It's working okay, but of course having to vacuum it 3-4 times a day is a lot of work. But temporarily it's fine. At least I can get things going, moving along, and continue with the construction, and gives me time to think about what else to try for the shower head. Okay. Okay, this is about 3 months later. I finished the framework for the roof. Next step is covering it all with the shade cloth. As you see, that section over there that's been covered before, and you see the new section that I finished, and then of course the tarp will follow. This is the 15,000 gallon filter and a water reserve. And the koi pond over there that still need to be covered. This is the view from the parking lot area. A month later we got the shade cloth up. Everything is covered and we're ready to start covering the pavilion with the specialty tarp. Alright, some weeks later we got her covered. This is a special tarp with a nylon mesh sandwiched between a couple of layers of treated polyethylene from Reef Industries, Texas. That lasts about 5-6 years under the Florida sun. And we got temporary, not temporary, but temporary fixed shade cloth. And greenhouse film to keep the koi pavilion warm for now. Okay, the roof is up, the tarp is up, the shade cloth curtains are up, as well as the tarp curtains for the cold times. And now I'm preparing to do the floor out of concrete. Here is the quote-unquote rebar, just a bunch of fencing mesh, whatever other mesh that people use for shelving, out of galvanized steel that I scavenged from people that were throwing it out on our street or neighboring streets. So I'm gonna do the concrete dry. I'm gonna just wet it a little bit, put down the concrete dry, let it solidify a little bit, and then wet it again a few times for it to seize well. I cleaned the window from the inside, so now you can see the fish, but I don't have the lighting yet up. I started working on it, not there yet. Okay, and I don't know if I have told this before, but I finally have figured out, at least for the time being, the material for my shower tower for the filter. I'm using the medium density mat, and I only have to vacuum it, I don't know, maybe once a few weeks. I just vacuumed it yesterday, so the water is low. Usually it's all the way to the back, about a few inches of water, so it falls down on the pot scrubbies evenly. All right, so I'm gonna do the floor now, and then we'll come back with an update. Alright, finally the more or less finished product. I finished the landscaping around the koi pavilion. The little rock, the gravel, is holding down the shade cloth. That's also double serves as the insect screen. The roll down curtains are on the inside. For the cold times. So once again, this will be the main entrance. I'm walking on the parking lot. This is the parking lot. So people will come in here. And first they will come into the koi pond pavilion, or carp pond. These are the curtains. I just unclamp them and roll them down when it's cold. So this is the floor that I poured dry. Then I have been wetting it for several days, and finally I finished it off with Portland cement, just a very thin layer to keep all the rocks that were loose on the top in place. Okay, I cleaned the window. Now you can see the fish. I installed the lights. So it's 14 lights, just a standard workbench lights, or workshop lights rather. Each has a 60 watt equivalent LED lamp in there, daylight, white light. Alright, so that's what it is for now. After Hurricane Irma, it's been today's end of April, or mid-April, yeah, end of April 2019, and Irma was in September 2017, so it's been a year and a half that I've been finishing modifying and repairing what Irma destroyed to get to this point. The filter is running fine. I like the way it's working. I have to vacuum it maybe once a week or so. When it gets plugged up a little bit too much. Other than that, the water is very clear. You can see that for yourselves. That's a 15-foot depth. And you can see the back. It is of course much better seen when it's dark outside. So I might eventually, I don't know, I might add more shade to this side of the pavilion to make it a little darker. and then the visibility will improve, because right now there's glare. You undoubtedly can see my reflection, but if you look close, I mean, you'll see the back wall as well, which is about 15 feet away from us. And these are the happy inhabitants. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the whole thing. It's been almost 2 years coming, building this exhibit and then repairing it and modifying it, including, you know, I added probably about 10 more feet here, put another row of poles. So now this is these are pretty strong. I'm happy with them. Thank you again. Until next time.